load, run it to Joliet, Illinois, so we can make it home for my baby's birthday on Friday. So, good times, good times. The party's on Saturday or Sunday. I couldn't get the Saturday, so Sunday. But yeah, good times, good times. Gotta stop and get us some fuel. Pilot up the way here. Stop there, get us some fuel in the truck and in the reefer, and get on to Claremont and head toward Illinois.
Hey, friends.
Get here, getting on to 85 South. I'm hoping that it's almost 9 o'clock, 8:45, so I'm hoping that the Charlotte traffic isn't too bad. I would assume not. I mean, obviously there's gonna be some traffic. I mean, you can see, but hopefully it's not too bad. We're gonna take the, like the outer loop, 485. I don't know if they call it an outer loop out here or not, but basically what it is. And head up north around Charlotte to Claremont, and yeah, boogie on down with the get down. Alright, we got our fuel. I didn't record it because there's really nothing exciting about getting fuel. It is a cluster at this pilot. I don't know where I'm at. I guess I could have looked on the map, but I didn't. But yeah, it is definitely a cluster. You can't even pull up after you get fuel, like, so people can come behind you and fuel up. There's not enough room to pull up. And then it's just an all-around cluster. Nobody understands, like, the concept of taking turns. So one person can get out and the next person can get in. Like, everybody thinks they can just fit into a small space together. It's wild. I don't understand why people pack into the truck stops like that. Like, I mean, I do to an extent. I understand there's limited parking. I understand that all too well. But I'm not gonna, like, pile into a dangerous situation where my truck can get tore up when I can find myself, like, a turnout on a back highway or an on or off ramp where I can park safely. But I don't know, to each their own, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna get back on to 77 here, and I believe that takes us on out to Claremont. Maybe not, I'm not sure. But that's what we're gonna do, is get on 77. And alright, I guess this is a one truck per green light, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna get back on 77 and boogie on down. We're about 25 miles from the shipper. Does that help you? I'm pulling out in the middle of the lane. I hope this vehicle behind me doesn't try to pull up, because I'm in the middle of the road. Okay, we got a green light, so it's fine. I'm trying to give that guy that was coming in, trying to let him get off the road, because you got people parked on both sides of the entrance exit area right there, which I get, like I said, to an extent, but not at the cost of danger. But everybody's different, so I gotta take this coat off. It's cold outside, so I put this coat on, but I'm burning up in this truck. I had to toss out those couple of cases from that claim this morning, so we did that. They had like 4 dumpsters there, so I pulled on out the way and tossed them in the dumpster. And it was like right before I turned the recording on, so we got that out of there. Aside from that, the trailer's pretty clean, so we filled it up so we can drop it here. This is a drop and hook load that I'm picking up, so we will see you at the shipper. This is one of the prettiest roads I've been down in a while. It's just curvy and hilly, and I love these type of roads. I always say I want to that's cool. I always say I want to travel. That's rich people's house. Travel the country on all like back roads and back highways like this. No interstates. Just all, old U.S. highways, old state highways. Alright, like they were talking about on the first Cars, when Lightning McQueen was riding with Sally, or whatever the girl's name is, the girl Porsche car. And they were talking about, how the road curves and how beautiful it is. Being out here, it really is that beautiful. Like, and this is nothing. Like, out west, I need to piece them together and upload some of my time out there. I've got plenty of videos. They're pre me like putting videos together and uploading. So when I do take the time to go through them all and piece them all together, it'll be like a back in time type of deal. But I am going to do that one of these days. Like, I have uploaded like some quick shorts and stuff on Facebook and a bunch of pictures, but like I said, it's pre me actually producing videos. So yeah, I just have to go through them all and piece them together in order and actually make some content out of it. So I'm gonna do that eventually, hopefully sooner than later, because it's something I really want to do. I have some amazing footage of coming through the Rockies and the Sierra Nevadas and whatever other mountain ranges are out that way. I have some real old footage of like coming through Utah and coming from Utah, going down through like Nevada and stuff on into Arizona, where I went from Salt Lake to Phoenix. I have some amazing footage from out west. So eventually I'm gonna put it together and have some nice content from that. And Lord willing, I'll be out that way again. Because some of the footage is like with my older phones. It's not going to be as high quality as this 24 Ultra shooting in 8K. But you know, it's still pretty decent footage. It's not like 1999 phones or something like that, you know. So it should still be at least like 1080p or something like that. But yeah, hopefully I get that stuff put together sooner than later. Yeah, we're about a mile from our shipper. I just wanted to jump on while I was coming through these curves. I was zoned out listening to Joe Rogan talking to Wes Huff, I think is how you pronounce his name. I always want to call him Will Duff, but I believe it's Wesley Huff, the guy that had the conversation / debate with Billy Carson. So I saw that Joe Rogan had him on recently, so I was listening to that. Because I haven't been keeping up with JRE as much as I used to. I used to watch it a lot more, but I haven't been keeping up with it as much lately. But that happened to come across my YouTube algorithm, so I was watching that, or listening to it, and so yeah, I was zoned out and missed a lot of the cool, pretty curves. But we have arrived. Get up here and figure out how to check in. I'm not sure if I've been here before. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What's this sign say? Deliveries. I'm not delivering. I'm so blind. I wear glasses and still can't see. Tyson team member. Shipping. This way. Oh, there's a big sign right there. Shipping, warehouse, deliveries. Okay. Big old sign next to it. I'm steady trying to look at the little bitty sign. Leave me alone. I'm crazy sometimes. Just a little nutty. Just sometimes, though. I saw that big sign out the corner of my eye. It just didn't click. I was so focused on trying to read that little sign that it just didn't click. Like, hey, that big sign probably says the same thing, guy. Look left, Travis. But, oh well. Oh, there's a stop sign right there. Where am I supposed to go? I'm guessing those stairs right there's. This yard dog's probably gonna yell at me, but I guess I'm probably supposed to park up there somewhere. But oh well. They're probably gonna yell at me though. So it's cold though. I do not want to walk that far. I wonder if they'll let me just pull in there to check in right quick. Probably not. Let's just pull back around here and find somewhere to park. I'd rather not deal with people fussing at me today. I could have stopped behind this guy, but I didn't know either. I didn't know you know, like what was down there. So I definitely have not been here. So that's probably what I'll do. Pull up here, flip around, and then pull up behind that guy, and then just walk down the hill. I definitely don't want to do that, but that's what we're going to do. It's cold, and I think it's because of just being real skinny that I have no natural insulation, and so like the cold like hurts, like it is painful. I do not like cold, unless absolutely necessary. I avoid cold at all costs. So yeah, I really do not want to walk down this hill to go check in, but oh well. Sometimes we gotta do what we don't want to do, and this is one of those times. Oh, Mac is gonna get scared. He hates when I brush the trees. Oh, you can't really hear those pine trees though, but that noise scares the heck out of him, like something's gonna come through the wall and get him. I think it's funny, but he does not. So we're gonna grab a coat and go check in. Alright, our check-in process was easy enough. I walked in there, gave her my load number. She handed me my paperwork, told me where to drop my empty and pick up my loaded. I could have back down there where I turned around because I didn't want to be in the yard jockey's way. That's where I'm dropping my empty. So I could have backed in there like I was going to do and went and checked in and then just dropped my trailer there. But oh well, it is what it is. So, it's cold out here. We're going to jump back in the truck, let Mackie back in because I let him out while I was in there, and get our trailer dropped and loaded, picked up. Alright, we got our paperwork, got our empty trailer dropped, hooked up to our loaded trailer. We about to hit the road, head toward Joliet. Get this wallet out my pocket. It hurts my lower back. Yeah, start heading toward Joliet, Illinois, and then from there probably grab something going either to Olney or Edwardsville. They're both about 2 hours from the house. Joliet is about 6 hours from the house. 5, 6 hours, something like that. So we take something home. Every once in a while I'll take something with me and they'll send somebody to come grab it and repower it wherever it's going. So, but more than likely I'll be taking something to Olney. That's usually what I do. There's a Walmart distribution out there, and that's generally my on my way home drop. But it's generally between there and there's a Hershey out in Edwardsville, Illinois, closer to Mount Vernon. Olney is closer to like not Springfield. What's the name of that town? With the big old cross right there where 57 and 70 split off. Goodness, I know the name of this town, and it's just right on the tip of my tongue. It don't matter. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Probably I'm gonna have to go down here to get flipped around, back down where I pulled at in the beginning, and then where I had to drop my empty. So we'll do that, pull down here, get flipped around, get on back on this beautiful curvy highway. I know I am ready to get home. I hate being gone. I really do. It's the worst. I've always been a very family-oriented type of person, and so yeah, having to be gone really just kills me, just eats me up on the inside. And I mean, I guess I don't have to. I mean, I don't have to do anything, but this is what something, something I can leave behind for my children. You know, stop the generational curses of being doomed to be poor and destitute for generation after generation. What's the saying go? The buck stops with me. I refuse to allow another generation of my family to suffer the way that I and previous generations before me had to suffer. And I'm already doing a pretty good job. Honestly, you know, like my children want for nothing, need for nothing, and want for virtually nothing. I'm sure there are things that they want that I tell them no. But you get what I'm saying. Yeah, they have. Good Lord, I hate that noise. They have, you know, top of the line clothing and shoes and, you know, the latest toys and technology and all the stuff. Like, yeah, they want for nothing. Bills are paid. They're never hungry. They're never cold. So, but you know, it's not enough. You know, I haven't established something that I'm able to pass down yet, and that's what the goal is. So that's where we're at with it. I mean, I grew up poor. Like when I say poor, I mean poor. I mean, there's obviously people that were a lot worse off than we were. I'm not gonna try to exaggerate our situation. I think that's ignorant when people do that. But yeah, but yeah, we were poor. Like we were, you know, in the housing projects when I was little. So again, we grew up poor. You know, I know what it's like to not be able to go to the school functions, you know, to be the only kid in class that, you know, when we go to the book fair or, you know, things like that. You guys remember the Scholastic Book Fair? They still have them. My kids go to them. But yeah, I know what it's like to be the only kid just watching everybody else get stuff. Or the book order forms, you know, being the only kid, everybody else are getting these bags or stacks of books and toys and goodies that they got from the Scholastic book orders, and I am either the only or one of the only kids not getting anything, you know, and it's just stuff, but a child doesn't understand that. Like, I remember that feeling, like, and it sucked. It really sucked, and I refuse for my children to have to go through that. And I honestly, and my wife, you know, jokes with me about it, picks with me about it. It actually kind of gave me a complex. Like, I have this, like, but it also gave me a drive. Like, but I do. I have like a poverty complex. It's weird. And yeah, I'm not. It's not like where, like, I'm not going out of my way to make it look like something it's not. You know, like some people, you know, they'll be poor and try to make it look like they're rich. You know, like, it's not like that. It's where I refuse to be poor, type of thing. You know what I mean? I'm nowhere near rich. Like, don't get me wrong, nowhere near it. But I'm definitely not poor. I'm doing pretty good. And we've got five kids. Amber and I, we started young, a lot younger than we should have. But we both came from broken homes, and didn't. I can't say we didn't know any better, but when you come from like extreme poverty in broken homes, you don't plan for the future very well, especially in your younger years. Some people do. Like, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of people that do, but we didn't do it right. Because I always tried. I always thought about the future, but you know, we obviously made a lot of mistakes being young. I mean, we've been together since junior high, like literally since like 7th grade. She was the pretty girl that moved across the street, and we have been inseparable ever since. And here it is, 25 years later. We are 37, and we have been together for 25 years. And married for 15, and have 5 beautiful children from that marriage. So, aged from 19, well, he'll be 19, in a week and a half, 2 weeks. But from 19 to the youngest is 10. He just turned 10 in October. We definitely have our hands full, but for being such a large family, we do okay. We do more than okay. So we are blessed, extremely blessed. But we also work hard, and I am blessed to have a wife that, you know, takes care of the house while I'm gone, takes care of the children while I'm gone, while I'm working. And even before I was in trucking, like I've never really like done like the doctor's appointments and, you know, all that type of stuff. Like when the 2 oldest were little, I did do a lot more, because it's like the new dad thing, you know what I mean? But like people used to call me Mr. Mom. I did so much. Baths, like all the stuff. But as they got older, as I got older, and, you know, started to grow up myself and really get out there and start working more, all of that, you know, fell on her. And we've been blessed that she's never really had to work. You know, there have been times when, you know, it made sense for her to pick up a job, you know, and it definitely, like, I don't know how we would have made it through without that. But for the most part, we've been blessed that she doesn't have to work. She wants to work, which is awesome, and it's a help. You know, it's not a lot of money, but everything helps. So, you know, that's a lot of like the household stuff. You know, like the laundry soaps and the dish soaps and the soaps and toilet papers and all that type of stuff. You know, she just takes care of it. You know, when she started working part-time, when she does like a home health care for elderly people part-time, and when she started, you know, she just took on her own, started taking care of that type of stuff. And so, yeah, it definitely helps. road, get towards Joliet. It's gonna be freezing up there by Chicago, but it is what it is. Gotta do what we gotta do. So, yeah. Got us some good old construction here. It's not bad though, because there's not a lot of traffic. It's midnight, 10 after 12. So slow down. There's people there. I always try to move over and really slow down when there's people present. It said 55 through there, but when there are workers present, I really try to slow down, because the force of the wind that comes off these trucks when we go by somebody, it's a lot. Like, it can blow a car off the jacks. Like, it's a lot of force. So I always try to slow down and get over for people, just as a courtesy, because these are our tradesmen, our construction workers. They're out here trying to fix the roads for us. So we're not as we're riding down the road, rattling our brains loose. So yeah, definitely slow down and get over for the construction workers on the highway. We're on 77, I-77 north, climbing this big old mountain. I think I'm in Tennessee now. I might still be in North Carolina, but I think I'm in Tennessee now. But yeah, climbing this big old mountain. We've been climbing it for a while. I was just wanting to finish that episode of JRE with Wes Huff.
stars. It's so pretty. There's a lot more that I can see that are not showing up on the camera for some reason. I don't know why. Because before I switched it to video mode, they showed up on like if I was going to take a picture. But they don't show up so good on the video. You can kind of see them twinkling there in the center. Yeah, there they go. They pop up when I zoom in. And that is cool. I just happened to look over and look up and saw all these stars and was like, wow. Awesome. Alright, I just wanted to show y'all what I saw.
We are up here in the mountains. I think we're still in North Carolina. I don't know why I was thinking Tennessee, because we go into like West Virginia and stuff. 'Cause I'm heading north, not west. Because I'm taking 77 north. So, yeah. But up here in these mountains, we have entered some snow. Not on the road, but I see it off in the grass. It's like a nice little layer of snow. You guys probably see it. And it is cold. 15 degrees out there, y'all. 15 degrees. I think it's snowing. It might just be that might just be snow blowing around. Tunnel, I love the freaking tunnels. But yeah, it is cold, cold, cold. Just having my window barely cracked, like the temperature in here drops 10 degrees. It was warmer in this tunnel. It's I'm watching the temperature gauge, right? I watched it go up from 15 to now to 20 degrees. It was wild. 21. Because we're literally inside the earth right now. 22. That is crazy. Like, it's stuff you don't think about. Like, just on a regular, just, you know, just day-to-day type of basis. You don't think about the fact that, you know, driving through a tunnel, you're in the center of the earth. Or maybe some people do, but yeah, it's wild. Yeah, it's snowing. That's kind of cool, I guess. Not really, but it doesn't really bother me too much. But I definitely do not enjoy driving in the snow at nighttime in a semi-truck. In a car, it doesn't bother me at all. And during the day, in a semi, it doesn't really bother me, but I don't necessarily enjoy driving in the snow at night in a semi. And luckily, the roads are clear, so you know it's not like a huge issue or anything, but I still don't enjoy it. I don't know if that snowfall is coming up on the camera or not. Because I can't even really see it until I turn my brights on. Get us some Jake brake coming down this hill here. Got a way station coming up. 2 miles, the GPS says. Yeah, I don't know if that really shows up on the camera or not. I can't tell looking at it. But it's not like a lot of snow. But there's definitely some snowfall. Little flurry. Not like blizzard conditions. I've been in like some crazy whiteout conditions. Like, where it's snowing so much that you can't see, like, the 100 feet in front of you, 50 feet in front of you. It's wild. Like, literally snow coming down that much. Plus, it's blowing around off the ground from the wind. The vehicles on the road kicking it up. It's wild. I don't remember where I was at. I think I was coming through Ohio. Or either Pennsylvania or Ohio. Coming through the, oh, this is open, wow, at 3 in the morning. But yeah, either like Pennsylvania or Ohio. And it was like the craziest thing. Like a for real whiteout. That's why it says open, there's nobody in that box. Maybe across the street they're watching. Because there's not even like a building here. There is a building across the street. Stop at white line before pulling onto the scale. So maybe the troopers are across the street. And if you blow this, they'll come get you. I'm not sure. There are no vehicles over here and no people. In the building. Okay. It gets to go. I know I'm not heavy. Because my load is under 34,000 pounds. It's on like 33.1 or something like that. So yeah, obviously not going to be heavy on either axle. And especially not going to be over my 80,000 pound max. So. But I did not expect that scale to be open though. Not even a little bit. But it was. Yeah, back down to 17 degrees and just cruising along. That snow is picking up now. It's definitely showing up on the camera and starting to stick to the road a little bit. So we're gonna back her down a little bit. Because it's so cold that you know, there could be ice spots on the road that you can't see, and that black ice is danger. So we are going to bag it down. The last time I came through like Virginia, West Virginia, it was snowing. I was headed the other way, like toward North Carolina, so I was headed east. But yeah, it was definitely snowing the last time I came through here, which was a while ago actually. It was back in, gosh, October, November. I think it was because I had to come back through it. I think I was headed, it was before I went home for my birthday, I think. I can't remember. But it was definitely a couple months ago. And as I was heading east, it had gotten pretty bad. There was one really bad wreck where a truck, like, I guess must have just been speeding and was like coming around a curve, kind of like this, maybe a little sharper, but you know, know, the truck decided it no longer wanted to turn, and he went straight off into the ditch and hit the guardrail like head on. It ripped his driver's side drive tire off, like tore up his radiator and stuff in the front. It was pretty bad. Yeah, you get a lot of people, man, that don't know how to drive in bad weather, and they make it dangerous for the rest of us. Yeah, it had gotten pretty bad, but the following day, when I came back through, heading back west, they had it pretty well, had the roads pretty well clear, and I came through during the daytime, which the sun, you know, helps clear up the roads pretty good. That's why I don't necessarily enjoy driving in the snow at night, but don't mind it during the day, because the sun definitely helps to keep the roads clear. But this really isn't too bad. It's just really cold, and the snowfall, it's not really limiting my visibility. I mean, it's obviously lessening it some, because, you know, we go from nothing being there to some snowfall, but it's definitely not bad. Not to where I'm concerned. I'm more concerned about how cold it is in possible black ice. The snow is starting to stick to the road, but it doesn't seem like it's accumulating all that fast. So yeah, that's not much of a concern. So I'm not gonna drive very much longer for the night anyway. Probably about another hour and a half, and then we'll go ahead and shut it down and get up tomorrow and drive the rest of the way. I just want to get down to where I only have about 8.5, 9 hours left to drive. If I was to shut down now, I would have to drive 10 hours tomorrow, and I don't want to do that. I would rather knock some of it out now, to where I only have about 8.5 hours left to go, and then I can just knock that out and be where I'm going, and hopefully get unloaded early. I doubt they unload me tomorrow, because my point, or today, later today, it's after midnight, so I doubt they unload me then, but hopefully I can get unloaded early Thursday and not have to wait till 1:30 or whatever my appointment is. So, yeah, we'll just see once we get there. But anyways, that snowfall is so pretty. But yeah, we're just gonna keep on boogieing, and yeah, I'll check back in if anything changes, or if I see something worth showing. The snow's picking up a little more. It might be because we're about to go downhill. It seemed like it's starting to pick up a little bit more. So we're just gonna take it easy though. Back her down a little bit. I can see it starting to stick. That left lane over there, because it's not used as much. So it's starting to stick more over there. Go around this flatbed down here. But just take her easy. Oh, he's a hot shot guy. Be careful see, like, sometimes, and I mean, it's good that he's slowing down for this curve. You know, people know what their limits are. But sometimes what people don't realize is that slowing down too much, going too slow, is just as dangerous, or sometimes even more dangerous than, you know, than going faster. Now, obviously, speeding would be the exception. I mean, that's probably more dangerous. But you'll get people out here, like, that sign says 60. Normally it's a 70. But, you know, people are out here doing 65 mile an hour, and you'll get somebody that's going 30 in like this, to where nobody's expecting, because the roads are not that bad, so nobody's expecting the vehicle in front of them to be doing 30 mile an hour. And sometimes you can't tell how fast you're approaching the vehicle in front of you until you're, like, you know, really close to it, and that can cause an accident, a really bad accident. So yeah, if you've got to slow down that much, just pull over and wait it out. Let the plow trucks get out and clear the road, salt the roads, because 30 is crazy. Like, now it's different when the conditions get so bad that everybody has to go that speed. But when you're the only vehicle out here going 30 mile an hour, like, it's crazy and it's dangerous. So, but anyway, enough ranting and rambling. We're gonna boogie on down and keep heading toward Joliet. Okay, wait. We got us another tunnel. Man, it's something about them. I just love tunnels. I don't know why. It's just so cool. I mean, I think it's because, you know, I'm traveling through a mountain. Like, literally cutting through the middle of a mountain. It's just awesome. I'm like, what is that loud roaring? Is this, is that a Kenworth? Peterbilt? Yeah, I thought it was a Freightliner Classic when I first looked in my mirror. Cow Holler, he is rolling through here. But I didn't see him at first. I was looking in my mirrors. I didn't see him. I just heard that noise. I thought it was coming from my truck. What is broken echoing through here off my truck? You know, there's a Cow Holler. He's got the team Umi Zoomies. Rolling. Wow, it's crazy. Come out the other side of the mountain, and there's a lot more snow sticking to the road. That's trippy. Yeah, because before we went through, welcome to West Virginia. Before we went through the tunnel, there was some snow sticking to the left-hand lane, but not that much. That's wild. Oh, hush. I hate that stupid noise. In my Peterbilt, they were separate speakers. So I could just unplug the speakers and it would never make that noise. But in this Freightliner, it takes over like the main speakers for like the radio. So, I mean, if I turn the volume, I think even if I was to turn the volume down, I think it would still make that noise. Matter of fact, I know it would because the volume's down now. But yeah, the snow definitely picked up now. So are going to be careful and yeah, keep heading to Illinois. I just passed a truck that was flipped over, laying in the shoulder in this northbound lane. Looks like they were coming from the southbound lane too fast around that curve, came through the median and flipped, laid on the side right there in the shoulder of the leftbound lane. Because I was talking about people flying at FedEx going down the hill there, it's flying. It is not that serious. Like, it is just wild how people just whatever. I don't know. I could talk my head off about crazy people and how they drive, but it's not going to change anything. People are going to do what they want to do. But I couldn't get the camera started up in time to, I thought I did, but I forgot to hit record. Or I didn't hit record when I thought I did. So I was trying to catch that on video. But yeah, y'all be careful out here. Alright, we stopped here. We're just on the exit ramp. I'm gonna let old Mackie out here. I got a long leash tied on to here, so that way when it's cold I don't gotta get out with him. He likes the snow though. Sometimes. But yeah, so I'm gonna let him use the bathroom. I will climb back here and get me some sleep. Yeah, we'll see y'all in the morning. As you can see, it is the following day, well, later in the same day. Coming through these mountains in West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Yeah, we're in West Virginia, going through the mountains in snow. And yeah, just getting started for the day. Still heading toward Illinois. I woke up because I felt the truck shut off, and I get up and look, and it was telling me that I needed to do a manual regen, so I had to do that because I didn't want to get up at that time. My alarm had went off, but I was hitting the snooze button. And then the truck shut off, so I had to get up and see what was going on. And I said I needed to do a manual regen. So, which isn't a big deal. It just revs the truck up and burns the soot off of the DPF filter, diesel particulate filter. But yeah, just riding through this winter wonderland here. Get this footage in the mountains. The trucks will get out the view. if I've ever been through this section of 64 West and 77 North, just both of them, in the daytime. I know I've been through here at least quite a bit at night. But I'm not sure if I've been through here in the daytime at night. This is 64 is the highway that I take when I'm going home a lot. It takes you up to Mount Vernon. But well, maybe I have. I'm not sure. I know I've been on 64 like further east, and then I don't know. I know I've been through it at night though. I just can't remember if I've been here through the day. It doesn't look familiar. I think if I have, it definitely wasn't in the winter, because this is very pretty, and I don't remember it. So, if I had been through here, it would have been in the spring or summertime when there's greenery. Because, yeah, seeing it in the winter, I do not. Oh, that guy was riding the brakes too much, smoking. Yeah, this snowy mountain stuff that doesn't look familiar. I don't know what that guy on the radio was cussing about. I'm about to turn him down though. Because he's cussing and fussing. I don't know what he's mad about. Sounds like somebody cut him off. I'm not sure. But he sure is not happy. Oh yeah, I've been through here, I think. I don't know. But it's so trippy. Oh, that's a nice cute little river creek down there. It's just so trippy though how the mountains are so different from one another. Like the Appalachians, which is where I'm at now, are different from the Rockies, which are different from the Sierra Nevadas, which are different from, any other mountain range or formation that you see. They're all different. Like the mountainous, like hills up in like Northern California are like extremely round and grassy. But yeah, they're all so different. Yeah, I know where I'm at. Now that I came out of the mountains, this cute little town on the river down here, I definitely remember that. And there's a power plant or something up here too. I remember all that. Cute little town on the river down there though. On both sides. That just looks really cool up there on the mountain. All the houses and buildings and whatnot. That is super cool. There's a building back there that I come past, but I always forget that it's coming up, and I want to catch it on camera. It's like it looks like one of the old Capitol buildings with the golden, like, spire or whatever on top. I forget what it is. I think it's a Jewish mosque or something. I looked it up before. Can't remember what it was. Some type of church or temple, I do believe. But yeah, I always forget that it's coming up until I see it, and then if you don't, if you're not ready for it, then you're not gonna catch it. I mean, if I picked my camera up and like spun it around, I could, but I don't want to do that. But yeah, I just thought that looked really cool back there, coming up on that mountain above the bridge. We are on US 35. Been on it for a minute. Just came into Ohio a little while back. Yeah, just steady heading northwest toward Joliet. Yeah. It's been pretty smooth sails. There been any mishaps or anything like of the such. So just gonna keep on boogieing. Alright, we're getting on 70 West here in the Columbus area, I do believe. Maybe the Cincinnati area. To be honest, I'm not sure, and I don't want to lie to you. But yeah, taking 70 West. I'm pretty sure we're gonna take this on the way to Effingham, and then get on 57 North. Because that is where 57 and 70 split off there in Illinois is Effingham. So I'm pretty sure that we'll take 70 all the way to Illinois, to the Effingham area, then 57 north up towards Chicago, and on to Joliet. So this is a nice little area. I was about to start it and catch downtown, all the skyscrapers on video, but the wife called, so I was talking to her. But yeah, we're still just cruising along on Moonlight Bay, making our way to Illinois, and hopefully when we get there they will get us unloaded early, and then we can grab us another load heading south and get home for my baby's birthday, and then have us a skating party this weekend. I can't wait. I love it. We are coming through Indianapolis here, about 3 hours from Joliet, 180 miles or so. Just been cruising along, and smooth sailing. So we cannot complain. I know it seems like it's taking forever. think it always seems like it takes longer when I know I'm about to be headed home. It just seems like it takes forever to get where I'm going because I'm just ready to get home and see my family, the wife and the kids. So, but yeah, haven't had anything exciting happen. Just been cruising. It is 12 degrees out here on I-65 in good old Indiana. We about 110 miles. We'll be getting on 80 west. And yeah, I can't believe how cold it is. Freezing. It's just getting colder and colder as we go further and further north. I'm really hoping my appointment, I double checked, my appointment is for 2 p.m. tomorrow. We will be there about 2 a.m. and I'm really hoping that we can get unloaded early, or possibly even drop this and take a empty out. That would be nice. I'm waiting to get fuel until normally I just, I'm talking about in the reefer, because they will pay for our first fill up. So I try to run it, to about a quarter tank before I put the fuel in there. And so if they're gonna live unload us, then I will wait. But if they let us drop it, I'll just shoot out and throw some fuel in there. If I remember correctly, there's a Pilot nearby, or a Love's. I think it's a Love's. Right there, a mile or so away from our drop point, or from our delivery. So, yeah, if they let us drop, we'll just shoot out, throw some fuel in it real quick, and come back. I could have went ahead and threw some fuel in there. I just stopped at the Pilot back there, but I just wanted to grab something to drink and get back on the road. It was cold. I really didn't want to stand out there. Probably should. It's going to be colder up in Joliet, way up further north, but up by Chicago. But I didn't, so it is what it is. It doesn't take long to fuel the trailer. It only holds 30 gallons total, so yeah. If they let us drop, we'll figure it out. Even if I have to go, somewhere out of network just to fuel it up, it'll be all right. If that's what the closest thing is. But I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, there's a Love's, like right there, a mile or so away. So, and then that's probably not going to be the case too. So that's another reason why, I'm not too concerned with it. I know we do drop at this location, so that's why I'm thinking maybe, but most likely not. I'm just hoping though that they will unload us early. Some of these cold storage places will, because it's just a warehouse. They just hold product for other companies. When delivering at like a distribution center or something like that, tight because, you know, they have trucks going all over. So it's a little different, like they're really tight. So, but with some of these cold storages and other warehouses, you know, the outbounds are more tight, but the inbounds not so much. So we'll just see how it goes when we get there and go from there. But man, is it cold. Super, super cold. I let Mackie out a little while back there, and usually he likes to run and play in the snow, but he hurried up and got his butt back in the truck. There's not even a lot of snow here. I'm looking on the sides of the road. Back there was, or maybe it's just on the side of the road here, because off in that field it kind of looks like maybe there is. But no, not a lot of snow here, just cold. That's wild. I would have thought maybe we're just further north than where that storm came through the other night. Because, yeah, just 30 minutes ago, snow everywhere. And it wasn't this cold. It was like 18, 19 degrees back there where all the snow was. Now we're up here at 11, 12 degrees and no snow. It's wild. But whatever. It is what it is. See, I'm just rambling though. We're just going to keep boogieing on down and get to the good old receiver in Joliet, Illinois. Alright. Whole bunch of windmills. It reminds me of when I'm coming through Kansas. Whole bunch of them. I forgot that these were all out here. It's been a while since I've been through this part of I-65, but there's a whole bunch of them on both sides of the highway. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All the blinking red lights. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, we about 2 hours from our definitely look a lot cooler at night. During the day, they're really, it's kind of ugly. I think it's kind of an eyesore. But at night, with the flashing lights, it's kind of cool. Oh, there's one on the left-hand side that it's not lighting up for some reason. But it's like kind of like right there. It's spinning though. It's spinning, but it don't have a light on it. I think that's kind of a stranger danger. Because if a plane was to come through, is that one? No, that's a light pole. I think. I didn't see fan blades on it, but it did look like the post. Well, I think there's one right here on the side of this truck too that's not lit up. It's like right there. That's crazy. The ones that are the closest to the road aren't lighting up. But whatever. Probably just a burnt out bulb and nobody has changed it. But yeah, it seems kind of dangerous. Because you know they light up for the aircraft. So the fact that there are some not lighting up, you would think that, you know, they would have to get on that light immediately. But I guess not. I guess they can take their sweet time and fix them when they want to. Or maybe it just went out too. I don't know. I'm sitting here talking like I know what's going on. Yeah, I don't. But yeah, it just seems a little odd that they are not blinking. But I'm rambling, so we're gonna keep on boogieing. Welcome to Illinois, my home state. Very, very far from home. I'm like 6 hours from home, but very much my home state. About 30 minutes from my delivery in old Joliet. And it's been it's pretty smooth sailing. That's a pretty moon up there. But yeah, I've been smooth sails. I cannot complain. I mean, I guess I could, but it wouldn't help nothing. But yeah, that's what's good about driving through the night. Open road, no traffic, scales are closed for the most part. Yeah, it's a nice time to ride. I just really don't like driving in snow at night, but I will. You know, a lot of things that I don't like, but it doesn't change what I have to do or what would be best for me to do. So yeah, we'll drive at night in the snow. But yeah, I do like to drive at night. What I don't like, though, even more than the snow, is when I'm coming off of a daytime schedule, like driving in the day, and just switching over to driving at night. I feel tired the whole time. So, but once I'm, you know, after a few days of driving at night, getting used to that schedule, it doesn't bother me at all. Like tonight, I slept good last night, well rested. It's been a nice little drive. And this was a 10-hour drive, 9.5 hours, something. I stopped quite a few times, so yeah, I think it was like 9 hours, 9-hour drive, something like that. But yeah, afternoon and find us something headed south, so I can get home for my baby's birthday Friday. My baby gonna be 12 years old. Oh my goodness, time flies. And it trips me out too, because that is the age that me and their mother and I were when we met. Well, not when we met. We were like 11 when we met. But when we became quote unquote boyfriend and girlfriend, even though at that age you're not really. It's more of a kind of just saying it. But anyways, it just trips me out because my baby is like, like a baby, like a little kid. So there's a big old rock quarry down there on either side of me. It trips me out in the day. You can see it. But anyways, yeah, she's still like a little kid. So when I think about the fact that when the mother and I were 12 is when we first started dating or whatever, it just trips me out. But yeah, my baby's gonna be 12. I mean, granted, we were almost 13 because it was like that fall, so like right after school started, and both of our birthdays, the wife and I, Amber and I, both of our birthdays are in November. So, and school starts in August. So sometime between like August and October. So yeah, we were almost 13, but still. Yeah, it's just wild that, my baby's still like a goofy little kid. And I mean, we were too, though, really. We thought we were grown, but yeah. It just trips me out when I think about it. That, she's the age that we were. And, yeah. I can't believe time flies so fast, man. Like, I still remember the day I brought my baby home from the hospital. Chunky little Bora Bora. Now she's in junior high. And orchestra, playing the violin and choir. And man, time flies. Enjoy them while they're young, because they grow so fast. I mean, our oldest, he'll be 19 on the 21st. Our second oldest will be 18 on the 1st of February. It's crazy how quick they grow. I'm just blessed that they are healthy and we got some good kids. My 18-year-old daughter, or about to be 18, she could care less about boys, which when you have a daughter and you're a dad, that's the biggest worry you have is boys. And my baby is focused on her school and that type of stuff. I think there is a little boy that she talks to, but it's just like talking on the phone type of stuff. So I don't really bother her about it. I talk to her about it every once in a while, but I don't bother her about it because I would much rather her just be talking on the phone with the little boy than to be, dating and all that stuff. That's scary. So, and I mean, she is 18, but still, to me, that's still my baby. That was my first girl, and yeah, she will always be my baby. So, she's a good kid, good girl. My wife and I, we're blessed to have 5 beautiful kids that are good kids. And my oldest is the one that gives me the most headache. The oldest boy, but he's a lot like me when I was his age. He is and he's not. Yeah, but so the oldest boys, it's like they're either like give you no headache or give you a bunch of headache. I've noticed that about like the firstborn son, especially when they're the oldest, the oldest child, period. He's still a good kid, and all my kids are, so I'm blessed. But anyway, I'm rambling. We're gonna get on to this receiver, and like I said, hopefully they take us, and we can get unloaded and boogie on down to the next one. Alright, this is our exit here, exit 130B, North Larkin Avenue. We are about a mile and 1/2 daffer from our location. So we're gonna see if they're gonna load us early. We got our fingers crossed. We gotta make these left here, so we gotta cross across all these lanes. All these lanes. Alright. Red light, red light. Oh, goodness. This is actually a couple degrees warmer here than it was coming through Indiana. It's 16 degrees, says the dashboard. Hey, are you gonna stop, buddy? Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to stop or if you was gonna crash into me. Hey there, policeman. Joliet policeman. There waiting on some speeders to come on by, or some evildoers. He's gonna get them evildoers right up here, about a mile up the road. On our left hand side will be our receiver deaver. Our receiver beaver deaver. Light. There we go. That's what we like. We like green light, red light, green light. Remember that game? I used to love playing that game when I was a kid. Red light, green light. Red Rover, Red Rover. All the little games we used to play. I don't even know if kids still play those games anymore. Like we used to play them in like PE and stuff in elementary school. Like red light, green light, Red Rover, duck, duck, goose, all that type of stuff. It used to be so much fun. But yeah, we used to play that type of stuff in PE in elementary school. Let's see, where are we going? 0.1 miles on our left. I'm guessing right here. This is something. No, we're up here. No, this is the Interstate Warehouse. But I don't know where we're supposed to It would be here or around the back. It would have probably been better to pull in back there where I was gonna pull in. The GPS told me up here, but I should have listened to myself instead of GPS. Because if I have to dock, I'll be facing the wrong way. But there's plenty of room to turn around, so it'll be fine. I don't even know if this place is open. Let's see, we're gonna flip around here where I can read the signs better. Y'all know I'm blind, got glasses and still can't see. I can see enough to pass the test, so that sign says, I don't know, what's these signs say? The sign says check-in office, driver's text 1208 to that number there to check in. So we're gonna do that. All right, we got lucky. They are going to unload us. They gave us a door, so we're gonna go to door 24. We gotta open our doors, but I am thankful. So thankful, because we got here 11 and a half hours early. Wasn't sure if they were going to take us or not, but they gave us a door. So let's go open our doors real quick and find our door. Alright, we got our doors open. Man, is it cold out there. It says 27 degrees outside, but I don't believe that. I think that's because we're sitting still and the heat around the truck. So yeah, I think it's closer to like 15. It's cold out there. Alright, but anyway, let's find our door. Door 24. I cannot see the numbers on these doors. I mean, I see that there is numbers. I think. Oh, I see them on the ground right there. Okay, door 24 right there. Alright. We could blindside, but we're not gonna. We're gonna go up here and flip around. We got the space right here to flip around. Ain't no sense in doing a blindside when we don't have to. I always turn my hazards on when I'm flipping around. Just so that way nobody tries to come around me. Yeah, see over here they got numbers on top of the doors. Back there they don't. There's like a little number down in the corner that I didn't even see at first. I was looking at the top. There was like a little black square at the top of the doors, and I thought that was the numbers, and I just couldn't read it. But then as I was looking, I saw at the bottom left hand, right hand corner, if you're looking at the door, there's little numbers down there that I didn't see at first. I see like that car coming. That's why I throw my hazards on when I'm flipping around. And I'm doing the 5 mile an hour crawl. I don't want to start my clock just to pull into this door. There was plenty of room. I probably had enough room to blindside, but why? You know, if I have the room to flip around, it's better to be safe than sorry. So, but yeah, down in the corner of the door, there's little numbers, little red numbers on the bottom corner. good there, but like, I don't know. I want to have the same amount of room between my wheels and the line on both sides. So that's just my OCD though. Because that was good, I would have been perfect. Well, not perfect, but you know, in the line where they could have unloaded me, but OCD sometimes. So, alright. We are in there like swimwear. So we're gonna take Mackie out, get unloaded, and wait for probably a phone call or text. Alright, we finished getting unloaded. It took right at about 5 hours to get out of here. Which I'm not complaining because they got me in early and I'm still getting out of here before my appointment time. It's 7:30 now. I got here right about 2:30, so yeah, I'm not complaining. It was about 2.5 hours before they even started unloading me, so it took right at about 2.5 hours to actually unload me. But yeah, again, I am not complaining because I got here early and I'm getting out of here before my appointment. My appointment was actually at 2 o'clock. So yeah. Yeah, we are going to leave here and find us somewhere to sleep and lay it down. Get up later. Either find us a load going home, either before we lay down, after we get us somewhere to park, either before we lay down or after we get up. Most likely before we even lay down, so that way we know what we're doing. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Probably close this out here, and yeah, I appreciate you guys kicking it with me today, and I wish everyone the best. I hope everybody stays blessed, and we will catch you guys next time.